Hello. Happy New Year. Um, Happy Monday. Uh, I'm very tired. Very nearly missed stream, but we can do a little one. We can do a little stream as a treat. I hope everyone had a good New Year's and looking forward to a different 2024. Uh, yeah, I didn't sleep very well. My sleep schedule has been slowly creeping into ridiculous night owl territory, and what with staying up to celebrate the New Year's, I just thought, oh, I'll stay up a bit longer. What's the harm that can be done? And well, yes, I'm very very shattered. Uh, but we've just got a little bit of Fawn plotline that we could do today, and just a little bit of DOS gaming, Ultima 7 Part 2, Serpent Isle. And we're on part 20 of this thing now, apparently, which is kind of crazy. Um, this may well end up being my longest running series because I know that we're not exactly. I don't feel like we're halfway yet. Maybe after we get past the swamps, but even then, there's a lot of other things that happen. um, but yeah, new year, new stream. Um, One innovation of note is. Oh, she's moved. Oh, but that's perfect. Hello. Hi. How are you? I fixed my phone, my old phone, the Cat S60 phone that had serious battery problems. And so that means that now, we go to the just catting screen. Yeah, we can just see her tail there. So this is the traditional poppy cam. Hello, Stardrop Thistledown. Happy Neko Year. Happy Neko Year to you too. I'll just take my headphones off and adjust this camera. And we can adjust the other camera. Because now we can capture Poppy on two different cameras. Behold, CatCam 2, CatCam 1, CatCam 2, CatCam 1. And of course, I will do things to automate this later on. And of course, she's going to avoid both cameras now. But that's okay. We can set up a few in targeted spots and track her as she goes around. For the moment, the PoppyCam command only affects the OG PoppyCam, but I'll make some tweaks and refactor the code and integrate it into using both cameras. And that will be a lot of fun. We can do this because now I've replaced the battery on the old phone. It says it's going to last for a week on standby instead of 5 seconds. Right, so you're going to sit there, are you? But okay. Hi. I'm just sitting. Cameras everywhere to track you. Cat cam 2. There we go. So yeah, short stream today, I reckon. Just ring in the new year, celebrate, and then maybe go to bed. I'm very, very tired. So in Serpent Isle news, we were just parked outside Fawn. Haven't really done anything since last stream. We were wandering around trying to trigger whatever comes next. It's kind of interesting that these refugees have managed to set up whole buildings outside the Fawn city perimeter. It is always a pleasure to see another Britannian at Fawn, Avatar. How may I serve thee today? What about my colorings? My skin pigmentation, perhaps, or my eye color suggests that I'm a Britannian. Our ship was hired by Batlin to transport scholars to explore a new land and spread word of the Fellowship. Now, even if we wanted to return without Batlin, we cannot venture onto the sea for fear of these terrible storms. Yeah, where is Batlin? Thou hast not heard of Batlin? He was the founder of the Fellowship movement in Britannia. He is a pious and worthy man, for all that he doth have strange companions. This description doth not much fit the Batlin we know, doth it, Avatar? So how's things in Fawn? 'Tis the city over there, milady. They claim to honour beauty, which my face naturally offends. They are hard-pressed, what with the goblins and all. Yeah, the goblins are not a problem now. 'Tis a blessing that thou and thine honoured pikeman companions did wrest the Fawn Tower from the goblins. I don't remember doing that, but I did basically wipe out their entire little village. Fawn could not have long resisted a determined attack. I think they were fine, honestly. And my companions and I would have been the next delicacy in the goblin stew pot, I fear. We have no city gates to hide behind. Alright. Bye, Rugs. So I think we actually did Ruggs' little quest line, did we? Where we gave his love letter to Delphinia? Maybe we did that already. So who are you? At last, the values of the Fellowship have reached into the ranks of the pikemen. I am honored. What makes you think I'm a pikeman? I am Leon, a speaker for the Fellowship and former farmer. Uh-huh. While the virtues that Lord British expounded are all very well and good, they are nearly impossible for ordinary people to achieve. Simple people need a simple philosophy. The triad of inner strength is the answer. The Fellowship is a group that have been gaining much popularity in recent years with the people of Britannia. While on the surface it may simply appear to be a scholarly society studying its particular philosophy, its teachings have the power to forever alter the shape of Britannian society. Its ceremonies are deeply moving experiences. We've heard all of this before, ad nauseum, in Ultima 7 Part 1. Bye. Go in Fellowship, Puggers. Oh, they've got a little cornfield here. And this is the obelisk that Batlin arrived via. It seems to me that if we wanted to leave Serpent Isle, then we could just set up another Blackrock obelisk ourselves, right? It's the way to travel. Alright, so let's go back to Fawn and see if we trigger anything else there. Thou shouldst avoid trouble while thou art here. Uh-huh. So where haven't we explored? We kind of looted everywhere previously. Shamina, why are you dual-wielding fish? So that's the sort of spa area. That's Delphinia's herb place. Could check in with her if she's in. And if she's not in, we can rummage through her possessions. Ah, there you are. It is always a pleasure to see thee, Avatar. How may I be of service to thee? Can I buy potions from her? What dost thou wish to purchase? No, I can buy some herbs and food. Alright, bye. Where else have we been, or have we not been? I think at the start of my stream, it just turned New Year's for the United States Pacific region. So we're basically done with the New Year's festivities. This room has 3 spittoons, or cuspidors, I guess. Some sort of pirate lives here. Hello, YGY. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Happy New Year. Let's hope this dog doesn't dob us in for taking a few items. Ah, this is an excellent book. Doing okay. Happy New Year too. That's good. Let's hope that this year is less bullshit than the last. Oh, and Poppy has moved out of range of both cameras. Clever girl. Where do you suppose she's... Ah, there you are. Hello. I'm gonna sit on the sofa for a bit. Be cute. We'll get her. I like how spittoons make the same sound as person-sized bells. So this book is very interesting. Iolo, Dupre, Shimino, I want you all to pay very close attention. Lord British's Tyrannical Adventure by Non. Lord British was a monarch who was haughty and vain, and especially proud of his despotic reign. But conceit of this sort isn't proper at all, and soon the old tyrant was doomed for a fall. One day as he viewed his subjects from on high, a voluptuous young wench caught his tired old eye. Bending over to see that oversexed goat, let his crown slip and fall into the moat. With a cry of sheer terror, he jumped like a fool. He rushed to his ditch. It reeked like a cesspool. He leaped in, kersplash, and sank like a stone. Everyone hoped for a new heir to the throne. But alas, he came up and staggered from the sewer. His robes smelled of offal, his breath like manure. Why did I do that? What possessed me today? I'm as daft as old Iolo, and now I smell like Dupre. And if anyone sees me, oh, what a disgrace. I had better leave if I want to save face. But a crowd had assembled and stared, amazed. The sight confused them, the stench left them dazed. Then with a shriek, the young boy began to laugh, giggling and pointing at the king's fecal bath. Becoming enraged, the monarch suddenly turned wild. He looked like he wanted to strangle the child. His hand turned to fist. He struck lightning fast, but the old poop missed and fell on his ass. Not holding back, the crowd soon roared. The laughter was deafening. It grew till it soared. But the king found no humor and called for his men. The arrival of the guard quickly silenced the din.
For all of you who found humor in my sorrow and misfortune will soon find the rack and pain and contortion. Then I will cackle as you stew and boil in a pot full of lard and bubbling oil. And for those who survive this, they'd liefer be dead, I'll pluck out their eyes and chop off their head. Finally in the wind their bodies will swing. Then you fools will be sorry for laughing at this king. Then all were led away at the point of a sword, while old Lord Brit took a dip in a ford. Then he laughed at the cries that screamed through the night. He chuckled at their anguish, he cackled at their plight. In Britannia today no one openly tells this tale, lest they find themselves thrown in the tyrant's darkest jail. But here in our new homeland this song can be sung, the tale of how British acquired his faint smell of dung.
Well, come on in, Moody Mystery. Do prey smells? Yeah, sure. So, Iolo, I want you to hold on to this book and read it and, like, understand that people in this country don't like Lord British, yeah? Get that into your head. Thank you. This poem is based on the poem or children's books Hubert the Lion, which appears in other Britannia-based games. And yeah, Do Prey definitely smells, yes. We've also got another magic orb here. Yoink. We've got another book. Can't get there. Excuse me? We cannot get to that book. It's the Crying Lute. And bag, some more cash, lockpicks. We're honestly pretty good for lockpicks. I'm going to resist the temptation to just loot everything. Okay, so now the whole party has understood that they don't like old LB here. Oh, it's Dolphenia. Wishing you a Happy New Year, and James Neko. Yeah, thank you, Moody. Have you a Happy New Year as well. What's this? Another book. Trout Surprise by Jendon. Pan-fried whole trout. Trout, 2 to 3 elbs, cleaned, 2 tisp of salt, 1/2 tisp ground pepper, 1/2 cup yellow cornmeal, 1/2 cup flour, 1 tabusp butter, 3 tabusp butter. I think that's a 6 tabusp vegetable oil. 1 lemon cut into wedges. Wash trout in cold water, pat dry with a towel. Sprinkle with salt and pepper, mix cornmeal and flour. In heavy skillet, melt butter and oil over moderate heat. When the foam begins to subside, roll trout in cornmeal flour mixture, shake off excess, and put in the skillet. Fry to 4 to 5 minutes on each side until golden brown and flaky. Serve with lemon wedges. Ooh, 10 watch streak. Wow, Moody. Thank you. And I appreciate you being here, considering it's quite late for you. Warriors of Fortune Quarterly. Yes, we read this one already. Some bread. What's down here? I think we've been here before. This place looks kind of looted. Yes, it looks very looted. I think it's 8. Yeah, it's difficult to tell with that font. It's very, very tiny. Right, so yeah, this is the inn. This is where we got ambushed last stream by an assassin left by Batlin, and no one's cleaned up the body yet. There's the pirate Olon. There's the priestess Clistea. And the barkeep. Honestly, we might just have to wander around until the appropriate trigger happens. Hey, Lady Yelinda, how are you doing? Welcome back, Poggers. Thy presence in Fawn adds greatly to its beauty. Glad to be here. You seem to be in very good health. Oh, thank you, Moody. I'm extremely tired. I had to nap prior to stream, and I will probably be going to bed shortly after stream, and we might make it a short one today. Pushed myself a bit sillily to stay up till like Perth celebrated its New Year's, and tired, yes. But it's fine. I think everyone else is on a pretty level playing field when it comes to recovering from the New Year. And I have 2 puppy cams now, and I want to capture her on at least one of them. Where is that cat? Anyway. So tell me about beauty. We revere and protect all beautiful things here in Fawn. Everyone is dedicated to the truths of beauty. Thanks, been sober for 1 week. First one, that's good, Moody. Your previous record was 100 days. You know you can last that long now. Our city was named after the beautiful ruler who commissioned the oracle. Yeah, we talked about your oracle license before, didn't we? So yeah, my plan for this stream is basically just derp around until we can trigger the events of Fawn. And once we've done that, I will have a snooze. Oh hey, it's Zulith, the guy that we haven't talked to yet. Congrats. Not the easiest week to accomplish that, yeah. Also, welcome in, Carfish. How are you doing? Ah, one of Monitor's female pikemen. I am Zulith, Chancellor of Fawn. It is mine honour and duty to serve thee. Yeah, this guy has evil vizier written all over his face. I serve as an envoy from Lady Yolinda to the great captains. I oversee all the minor details that should not worry her ladyship. I also exchange various forms of money. If thou dost wish an audience with her, I can examine her schedule. Ooh, yes. We don't want to exchange money with him, because his transaction fee is too high. He bought that moustache at Yield Moustache Twirling Shoppy, yes. She is the ruler of Fawn and all its environs. All who honour beauty honour Yolinda. She is a wise and compassionate leader. Everyone doth love her. Her beauty is only rivalled by that of Clista. Clista? Clista is the priestess of beauty. Yolinda is the embodiment of all Fawn itself. Because Clista presides over the oracle, she is the personification of beauty. And this oracle, then, not rigged or anything? Many people believe that the mages of old Sosaria created the oracle. I do not believe such. I have stood alone in the temple gazing at it, and I will tell thee that it is a living being trapped there in that statue. Well, I mean, mages do dubious things. It could be both created by them and they trapped a living being in there. Those mages did not create a magical item, they summoned some beautiful spirit and trapped it there. Tell me about the temple. I often go there when the day has been difficult. 'Tis directly behind the palace. 'Tis so quiet and peaceful, except before a revelation. Ooh, what are revelations? Yes, revelations are quite exciting. A message from the heavens. Or at least that poor trapped spirit. Often, 'tis the only thing many people have to give them hope in these troubled times. And could we have an audience with Lady Yolinda? Lady Yolinda doth receive visitors and petitions every morning. Let us see. She could receive thee sometime next week. Perhaps if I intercede for thee, thou mightest be received earlier. I shall see what I can arrange.
Cool. Well, I mean, I can just go to sleep for 24 hours repeatedly until we arrive at the date. Ah, good. She's on PoppyCam 2 again. So, I think we're just supposed to have a trigger happen where we get some courier or something come up to us and say, hey, yeah, Lady Yelinda wants to talk to you. I wonder if anyone has tried to get... I can't talk. I'm very tired. I might look alright, but I'm shattered. I wonder if anybody has tried AI upscaling the portraits in this game. Could work. YOLO. Wouldst thou enjoy some idle conversation, my lady? Or shall I embrace my lute and provide a musical interlude? I mean, they've got like a basic dithering pattern that should be upscalable, assuming that the AI has been trained on, like, not just reduced image resolution, but also reduced palette. Otherwise, you might find it upscales the pixels on YOLO's forehead here. No, YOLO, I just wanted to remind you that here in Thorn, people don't like Lord British. Okay? Cool. Bye. Have we talked to this guy? I think it's Garth. No, it's the other one. Good to see you again. Bye. Stand away. Move on. Step aside. Move on. Move on. Stand away. Move on. Have you talked to Alisand about the crappy ring? Ah, yes. Thank you, Stardrop. That was something I meant to do between streams and go grab that ring. But then we didn't do that. Then we just kind of slept a lot and bashed our head against this thing called Podman. Let's go back to our little base between the stars. And thou shouldst avoid trouble while thou art here. Yes, don't make me kill all of you just to stop this interruption. But yes, we need to go to Comrade-in-Arms Alisand and give her that ring. Where's the nearest gate? I mean, we can go out from the Sleeping Bull. We just can't travel to the Sleeping Bull at the moment. Rats. Yeah, because we've done the little thing where YOLO plays his lute. We do want to exchange the ring, or return the ring. And for anyone who hasn't seen it, we've been building a little base here in the Serpent Gate area, in the Dark Pass. I've got a lovely little table now with our maps on it that we've picked up. And barrels of stuff, like shiny things that we've been picking up, spare weapons, buckets of blood because I can't help myself. We've got some scrolls, all of our fancy treasure, of course, gold bars, that sort of thing.
I would bring an actual bed here, but I guess a bedroll will do for now. If I turn on the cheats, like, we could have a lot more fancy furniture. But I thought it an interesting challenge just to see what I could do without resorting to Hack Mover. So yeah, we built a table rather than just stole one from someone's room. So, quest items. Here, we've got the list of things. We've got the silver ring, severed limb, woman's fur cap. I don't think the lockpicks are quest relevant. Basically, like, just the pine cone and the blue egg, I think, are items that we haven't got their equivalents back yet. And here I've got some other stuff. Mirror of Truth, Blackrock Sword, you know, quest items that we might need, plus, you know, my little ankh and other amulets and things that look nice. I'm sure there's a lot more organization we could do, and we could pretty up the place as well. We need to grab some more potted plants. I've got some plants for those doors, but not for the other doors yet. But let's go back via monitor, because we don't have the sleeping bull in yet. I'm still tempted to farm pikemen for money. We really don't have need of money right now, especially since we can duplicate money magically. But just, you know, because they had to extort us when we tried to free Hawk from jail, it just seems like the right thing to do, to murder and then cremate them in exchange for cash. But maybe I'll do that on a later stream when we're feeling more vindictive. What's we get here? Ooh, a harp! You know what, Boyden? Hang on to that. We'll have a harp in our little area. That's the Knight's Test, I think. Oh, teleport Sorum. The fawn should be up this way. Ooh, hello! Storm gave us some magic boots. Don't mind if I do. Of course, magic boots are no more protective than any other boots. Hello! Wow, welcome. Welcome in, Raiders. How are you doing? The doctor is in. Dr. Yasman. Let me give you a shout out there. Oh, my camera's all blurry. Of course it is. Yay. Dr. Yasman. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. What were you playing? Final day of December, yes. A new year in Kyrandia. Nice. Which Kyrandia game were you playing, Dr. Yasman? I'm a big fan of 2. And I guess I actually have to update my December branding and things on my page, because for me, December was over yesterday already. Just capped off 2023 with The Legend of Kyrandia, the first one. Second one is my fave, actually. Nice, nice. Well, yeah, welcome on in. Everyone, please check out Dr. Yasman's channel if you want. Fellow retro streamer, they're always nice to follow. Halfway through the first one or so, way to go. Nice. My name is James Neko. I am very blurry right now, not just because I forgot to reinitialize my webcam when I started stream, but also because I'm very tired, not having slept very well. I figured I'd raise you because I love Ultima 7. Oh, it's such a good game, Dr. Yasman. It is such a good game. So yeah, I am playing through Ultima 7 Part 2 Serpent Isle here. In terms of plot. Let me go back to the game scene and maybe my webcam will be a bit more responsive. No, okay, whatever. We've got monitor done. We went through Moonshade. We went through the jail of Freedom. Then we got caught with Frigidazi and got sent to the jail of Freedom. Then we did Munkal things, Urstam things. We've come back and we're doing some Fawn business. So yeah, that's basically where we're up to. We should do Fawn and then get the 3 items that we need to go through Gorlab Swamp. I'm tempted to actually skip over Gorlab Swamp because I want to do it later due to various interesting glitches that I have acquired. Moonshade is so interesting. The Mundanes and Magic Users dynamic. I've reused that in D&D campaigns before. It is really nice how... well, it's nice. Nice from a storytelling standpoint. How differently the mages treat you as soon as you've got a spellbook. So many of them are like, oh, hey, fellow mage, how's the magic going? Whereas before they won't even give you the time of day. Let me reposition my poppy cam because I have a cat on this stream, and it's important because really the value that she adds to the stream is way more than what I do here playing my silly little retro games. Nice how they explore the socio-politics of magical society. Yeah. What do you mean? Cat cam 1. Cat cam 1. Is DOSBox capturing my keys or something? Oh good. Is it broken? Just going to do some post-stream stuff, but I'll be back. No worries, Doctor. Take all the time you need. Know how it is when it comes to relaxing after stream. I've just realized that the reason that I can't switch cameras is because on this scene I haven't set up the special switching thing. So I'm going to have to do it by hand like a chump. That is to say, going to this card and turning on the poppy cam and turning off the cat phone. There we go. This will be made more smooth in a future stream. Right. Let's get this ring to Alisand. And actually, yeah, let's just grab these boots that we've picked up because they're nice. Honestly, we could do just as well with the party kitted out with fur boots or swamp boots. But they're shiny, they complete the set. Thou shouldst avoid trouble while thou art here. Yes. Alisand, are you at work? Of course. 'Tis a pleasure to see thee again, Poggers. Tell me about the storms. Have they taken any items from you lately? The storms hath not been kind to us, milady. Without our fleet, Fawn cannot hope to survive for long. Yeah. Maybe I have to go to the bartender first. Tell me about your fleet. The storms stripped us of our ships, one by one. Some were plucked away even as we watched. Others left harbour and never returned.
and beauty is cold comfort to those who have lost their loved ones. Thou hast not seen the storms hit, and watched as something vanished before thy very eyes? Well, yes, actually. Then count thy blessings, m'lady. Yeah, let's go to the bartender first, maybe. Or maybe her father, Dylan, who is not around right now. Okay. Because there's always one person in town that you can ask about mysterious items. Oh, wait, was that the inn? Or was this the inn? Yeah, that was the inn. But the game plays with you a bit. It doesn't let you ask about everything in one hit. They can get bored of you asking all these incessant questions. What time is it? Well, you would think that the bar would be open at this time. Maybe people in Fawn don't party that much. Where could he be? Downstairs? I mean, we already took everything of interest from this guy. Could probably grab another bag if we wanted to help us organize all of our stuff back at the home base. I mean, we could grab some regular food if we're all sick of drinking from the goblet of eternal Powerade. Yes, so apologies, new viewers. You've joined us in a situation where we're just kind of hanging around for the next trigger and exploring and looting Fawn. Nothing interesting. We went to this room earlier. Mr. Three Spittoons. It's strange that there's no one at the inn. Oh, this is not the inn. It's so easy to get lost in Fawn, I find. All of the other cities, they're laid out with, I guess, more of a central route of roads and things leading you to various buildings. But Fawn is just this grid where they've plonked down all these things. Okay, you're not the barkeeper if you're asking for the barkeeper. It is always a pleasure to speak with thee, Poggers. Yeah. Is it that difficult to get a drink around here? Let's sit down. So yeah, I hope everyone's had a good New Year's. I've been very tired. I mean, I'm always tired, those of you who don't know me. Chronic fatigue, currently dealing with iron deficiency, so fun. But also, just because of the holiday period, I've been allowing myself to relax my hours a little bit, and it's gone crazy. Just completely out of whack. Service! Yeah, exactly. What does someone have to do to get some service around here? We have already instilled Iolo with the notion that people don't like Lord British around here. He's got a little book he can read just to remind him of that fact. And please don't mind the fact that I'm carrying a literal paralyze bolt in my hands. That's normal. That's perfectly fine. I picked this up out of Gustachio? No. Yeah, it was Gustachio's backpack? I think it was Gustachio. After we cast Vibrate on him. Also, pay no mind to the fact that I am here using Dupre's shield, and Dupre here is also using Dupre's shield. We duped Dupre's shield. We retrieved Dupre's shield from what's his face, Luther, in the arena fighting pits, and then once we defeated him, he kindly gave us Dupre's shield back. That paralyzed bolt, does it work? It does. It doesn't do very much damage, but I have found it quite handy to be able to just paralyze enemies at will while we're fighting them. Later we might go to, I think it's Tarisio, who has the what's the spell called? Blade barrier, blade storm, lots of blades, bad, terrible, sword strike. Yeah, Tarisio has the sword strike spell in a container that we can use. And we missed Mortegro. Mortegro has already been zapped off to parts unknown. But cat's moved again. One moment. But Mortegro in his backpack has like the equivalent of the Death Bolt spell. So one thing we can do here is zoom in on Poppy. Chat has control over one of these Poppy cams, and maybe by next stream I'll have it working with both. There we go. At least one of our cameras will be clear and sharp and not blurry. You don't have to look at me too closely, it's fine. Useless Jetty? 2 raids! Man, hello, welcome on in. Happy New Year. Welcome in. Hi, how are you doing? Let me give you a shout out. Minty, hello. Yes, please everyone check out. Now I'm slightly cautious here. I have heard your name pronounced as Useless Zeddy, but my gut feeling was to pronounce it as Useless Jeddy, like the ZH sound. Could you please enlighten me as to which kind of pronunciation? Anything is fine. Okay, Useless Jeddy, thank you very much. So kind of you to raid me. Happy New Year. How are you doing? What were you playing? You were playing Happy New Year. Emily is Away. I've heard of that one. I don't recall what kind of genre it is. Useless Zeddy. Zeddy? Well, anyway, regardless, thank you for coming by, and thank you so much for stopping by and bringing your community here. It's the end of December now, but we have a whole new year of retro DOS games to be playing. Click, click, click. Yes, we've got Poppy there washing away. Yeah, welcome on in, everyone. My name is James Neko. I'm a retro DOS streamer from Australia. I've been playing Ultima VII Part 1, and then Ultima Underworld 2, and then now we're on to Ultima 7 Part 2, Serpent Isle. I'm very tired, please forgive me, which is one of my absolute favourite games everywhere, ever. And we've been going through the various cities of the game. Let's get back on the game screen so you can see what I'm talking about here. Going back through the game, and we've done the Monitor questline, we've done the Moonshade questline, we've done little other things here and there. We're trying to get Fawn done today, because I have a little bit of brain power. I can maybe get this bit done and call it a stream, and it'll be nice. But we've just been waiting here at the inn, calling out for service, and not... This guy that was asking for service is the father of Alisand, who also has one of our items swapped. Forgive me, I'm forgetting myself. I am Delin, Fawn's provisioner. How may I serve thee, Lady Pikeman?
So you might... people familiar with Ultima 7 Part 2 might notice a slight oddity here with the avatar's portrait. I would be happy to explain that if you want. Basically, we did some shenanigans back in the Silver Seed with some items, and very unexpected things happened. Tell me about the storms, Dylan.
Storms? Oh, yes. They're very interesting to watch, though my daughter will not allow me to go outside where I can see better. So many pretty colors and such unusual results.
Galara, hi, welcome on in. How are you doing? When it comes to playing Ultima games, we have to shout out Galara as well. Go follow her if you're a fan of Ultima. Or Stray, because you've been working your way through Stray as well, and it's a fun cat game. Like a moth to a flame, yes. How are you doing? I'm very tired. Happy New Year. Tell us about the results.
Results? Results of what? What were we talking about? Now I remember. The storms. There are two reasons these storms are fun to watch.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes 'tis flash, and something thou wert standing across from is gone. But sometimes 'tis flash, and something thou art watching is a big orange pumpkin. I like the last one best. 'Tis fun to guess what will be there after the flash.
Yo, James, are you an Ultima Dragon too? I am, although, I mean, I signed up way, way, way long ago back in the day. I think with my Yahoo or my Hotmail email address. So I was using the online handle Spoon, or SpoonJ at the time. So I went for Spoon Dragon. And it has nothing to do with the Spoony one, who is much more famous in the Ultima circles than I am. It's actually a reference to the tick. An ideal dragon. That is ideal. That is the most dragon one can be. I suppose you could also think of it as a dragon who hoards cutlery. You know, just like a big dragon on top of a big pile of spoons. That could also work. But the name was just, you know, back in the day, one was trying to pick an online handle, and many names were not available, so you just went with whatever was there.
Sounds like he doth have a sense of humour like thine, Iolo.
'Tis such an incredible sight. Ho ho he. 'Tis not very funny if what was hit was a person. How's your daughter doing?
Thou hast met my daughter? I had forgotten, I'm sorry. Alicent is very pretty, but she worries too much about me. She doth not believe that I'd be all right without her. Alicent is around somewhere, or at least she was. She never leaves me alone for long. She hovers over me quite a bit since Keth disappeared. Alicent's my daughter. Didst thou know?
Spoony was a dragon before that, but I don't think he went by Spoony yet. Yeah. Yeah, I only knew him from the YouTube series. Tell me about Keth.
Hast thou seen Keth? If so, thou shouldst tell him that Alicent still doth have the engagement ring, or did have it.
Yes, here we go. Here's our dialogue choice that we needed.
I think she said something about losing it. 'Tis not right to say that thou wilt marry someone and then not return.
Not return?
Of course, Keth had not returned. He would have come to see Alicent the moment he set foot on shore. No one hath seen him or his crewmates since one of those storms.
And he had an engagement ring.
Keth was passing proud of that ring. He ordered it specially from someone in Moonshade. Mine Alicia was from Moonshade. Oh, my poor Alicia. She's gone, gone.
Art thou daft, old man? Shamino, come on, man. Have a bit of compassion.
Alicia, dear sweet Alicia. Be gentle with him. I fear he's a bit confused. I'm sorry, very sorry, my lady. I still mourn the loss of my wife. Now, thou didst ask about Alisand's ring. I would call her and ask her to show it to thee, but Alisand lost her ring not long ago. Uh-huh. Why, it certainly doth look like it. Alisand will be so happy. I would reward thee for returning it to her, my lady, but a storm stripped my cash box of all my funds the other day.
Oh, did it really? How convenient.
I went to open my shop the next morning, and there was a bundle of food in place of the Falari Alisand had put there the night before.
That is what happened to our food. Boyden, you don't know anything about the lightning storm that took our food away. Yes, this Falari.
I had forgotten that thou wert for a monitor, my lady. Falari are Fawn's currency, a small silver disc with a coloured gem in the centre. Yes, yes, those are Falari. That is as much as the storm took from me.
Those must be his coins then, Avatar.
Shut up, Boyden. Ixnay on the Ilari Fey. If thou wouldst come to my shop when I am open, I would gladly sell thee something, my lady.
Yeah, you can't have this money back, unless you return the food. Yeah, alright, change subject. Change subject. And bye. So where's Alisand? She was hovering around here earlier. There. "'Tis a pleasure to see thee again, Poggers. This engagement ring, is it yours? I had heard that thou hast been asking after me, that thou didst have an interest in my missing engagement ring. Poppy's putting on a fantastic shirt at the moment. Oh, good. I'm glad something about this stream can be entertaining. Or perhaps in the gauntlets that replaced it. Yes. That is it, indeed. I thank thee for telling me, but thou mayest keep it if thou wishest. Keep it? If thou wouldst wish the honest truth, I do not think that my beloved Keth will ever come back from wherever that storm took him. Therefore, this ring hath only melancholy memories for me. This jewellery hath become bitter to me. Oh, okay, I'll keep it then. Do you remember how much you paid for it? Like how much value it would be? Tell me about this Keth guy then. Keth and I were to marry, but it was not fated to be. He was first mate on one of the largest merchant ships. On one of the voyages, he purchased the engagement ring, yeah, how much? From an artisan in Moonshade, as I recall. But then the storms came, and ships began disappearing, and eventually it was Keth's ship that never came back. And the gauntlets that replaced it, could we have a look at those? I assume that the gauntlets were thine. They are clearly meant for someone more adventurous than a mere weaver. Wouldst thou like to have them back? Yes, please. Then thou shalt have them. Here. Okay. Oh, hello. Musical interlude. One more moment of thy time, if thou wilt, Poggers. A person like thyself, brave and adventurous, could be useful in times like these. Wouldst thou be willing to aid us in liberating this city from false traditions and evil schemes? Hell yes! Let's stage an uprising. Thy thinking is more advanced than I had hoped, but surely thou hast questions. Nope. Just tell us which ruler we're overthrowing. I'll bring the pitchforks. False traditions? According to legend, the oracle was bought by our ancestors from Caesarea, our homeland. It now stands in the Temple of Beauty. Foot up. Yes. She's doing the classical cat antenna pose, where they raise the antenna in order to contact the mothership. Our traditions teach us that the statue is an infallible guide to truth and beauty. But we suspect that the legends are false. Why? We? Most of the young people of the town belong to the cause, but they are not willing to say so publicly for fear of exile. I am also pleased to say that Leon supports us, as do the other Fellowship members. Yeah, he would. The towns in this game are also cool and distinct. They are. I mean, there's less of them than in Blackgate, but they've put a lot more work into each of them, which is nice. And this trend will unfortunately continue into Pagan, where there is basically one town. Guide to Truth? The Oracle actually speaks. All of us have heard it. It speaks in reply to the Priestess of Beauty. The Statue of Beauty only speaks at certain times, such as during the spring festivals of when the city needs special guidance. According to tradition, it will also reply to the ruler of Fawn. However, I have never seen Lady Yolinda speak to the statue. She leaves such duties to Clistia. And the evil schemes you speak of. The Oracle is supposed to speak only the truth, yet it too often parrots the words of the priestess and the great captains. We do not believe that truth only serves those in power. We think that someone has corrupted the Oracle. Ultima 8 is sad. Had some interesting ideas and setting, but the gameplay, platform jumping, don't know the way that it went the wrong way. It's still a decent game, I find, Doctor. And I'll have a lot more to say when we get round to playing that one. It could have been much more. But yeah, I think obviously bits were rushed and it suffered a bit from the new governance. Yeah. Tell me about this priestess, and sorry about the background noise. Clistia is the worst example of this pernicious doctrine of beauty. She believes that her attractiveness marks her as superior to all others. I mean, does it not? And that her sensuality is a divine gift by which to influence men's minds. Clistia is lustful and greedy, but she is also cunning. She is very dangerous to us. And these great captains, what makes them so great? According to all of our traditions, only women are capable of ruling in Fawn, for only women are capable of true beauty. The highest station which a male can hope for is to serve as one of the great captains. These men serve as Lady Yolinda's advisors. Yet they do much more than merely advise. There are 3 of them, Garth, Droth, and Voldin. Garth. Because he is the youngest of the captains, we had hoped to find a way to persuade Garth to support our cause. When one of us spoke with him, he claimed to be sympathetic to the cause, yet Garth says he is afraid to confront Voldin with our suspicions. I do not trust him. Droth? The sailors trust and respect Droth. In mine heart, I cannot believe that he is part of any conspiracy to control the Oracle. We thought of asking Droth to aid us, but he has not been the same since the storms. He doth live in his memories and stare out to sea. I think he cannot stop yearning to return to sea long enough to be of much help. And Voldin. Voldin is the only one who truly controls the great captains. I think he would make himself ruler of Fawn if he could find a way. Voldin is a cruel man who secretly despises women. If there is an evil scheme, then Voldin must be at the mastermind of it. And Lady Yolinda, really getting tired. Hope this can be wrapped up soon. She, too, is a prisoner of beauty. Yolinda must not strain herself, lest she mar her perfect appearance with any sign of weariness. The great captains, therefore, have usurped many of her duties, on the pretext of sparing Yolinda from tedium. I do not think the lady to be the mindless, spineless creature which some others do. I think she is a victim of this system. Yeah, down with the system! Be ready at any time, for one doth not know when the time to act shall arrive. We once tried to enter the temple during the night, while Clistia was with one of her lovers, but the guards foiled our attempt. Nevertheless, look everywhere, talk to everyone, see if thou canst find the clue that has eluded us. Alright, bye. So, the Avatar is part of a conspiracy to overthrow the local government. Perfect. And look around for clues. Is there a clue under here? Who is that man? Look. Do not look now. Yeah, let's try and lose him. Is he gone? I can't see. Spy. Where? Oh, he's following us. Yeah. Let's confront him. Happy New Year, son. Welcome on in. You must be a new party member. Yes, we've recruited the 6th party member. Well met, milady. It is a pleasure to see thee again. Art thou following me? I'm a busy man, milady. If thy business lies along the route that mine doth, what fault of mine is that? Besides, what hast thou done to warrant thy worries that I might be following thee?
Cheeky fellow.
Arrogant strangers? Well, must have just been a coincidence. Do 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 do. Steal everything that's not nailed down. Oh, that reminds me. That loot that Iola picked up. Yeah, so he picked up this Iola's loot from the storm that happened when we entered Fawn. And this one is also Iola's loot. So we've also duped Iola's loot. Abacus, we already got one. Ooh, potted plants. Yes, we needed some of those. Yoink. Want to spruce up our little base area back in the Serpent Gate area. Empty chests. Blah, blah, blah. Just killing time until hopefully the next trigger happens. Yes? Yul has a big collection, probably. Yeah, probably he does. His loot for special occasions. Can take this little bridge over to the throne room area. I do like the whole bridges that they've got between buildings. It's very cool. Got a fancy statue in the middle there. Yula's got his battle loot at the moment. There's another plant in the northwest corner. How many do you need? Probably just 2 more. I'm not hunting them down. We absolutely have to have them now. It's not. These are not critical plot items, but I like to decorate with them. Where else might we go? The guards training, and what is this area? Ah, yes, the jail. Got an Iron Maiden in the jail cell there. How lovely. Honestly, Moody Mystery, take notes here. You're losing your touch. I expect that of you, Moody, but Stardrop here has beat you to it. They're critical pot items, yes. But tish. There is a Serpent Gate here in Fawn. I'm not sure if we have access to it yet or not. But we could certainly give it a go. Yeah, one of the keys we picked up must have been this key. Ophidian stuff. Serpent Gate room. Yeah, we'll just drop these pot plants off at our base. And those that haven't seen it yet, marvel at our lovely little cozy area that we can use to plan our strategies and what have you. Boyden. Got 2 of them here.
Oh, and a harp. Yes, we picked up a harp. Boyden is very strong, so that explains why he's carrying a harp and 4 potted plants. I swear I don't have Hack Mover on. No, I don't. Let's make it there. Yeah. Move them over here. 100% interior deco run. Yes. Like, we've got our little easel here. I think we need to pick up a paintbrush to use it. Thou shouldst use the brush. Yeah. I need to grab a paintbrush from somewhere. Boyden's paper doll has the constant expression of dismayed shock. It does. Take you the... What art thou doing, Avatar? Well, you can't really see them behind the wall like that, but it's nice to just have a bit of extra touch there. And yeah, we've just got a bunch of stuff. We've got scrolls. All of these are just create food scrolls that we've picked up at some point. Oh, and I guess a chill scroll crept in there. Which doesn't matter because chill scrolls are equally not necessary right now. I have no plans to go through Furnace. Got some gold. Yeah, need to spruce things up a bit. That's right, we can't go through that gate. We need to go back through Monitor again. Hopefully we can pick up more Serpent Teeth at some point so we can access more of the gate locations. Be more convenient for us. But maybe this is enough time passing after Zulith was spying on us that we'll get the next trigger happening back in Fawn. Honestly, it's late. Shall we have a sleep? We have a little base of operations that we set up here in Monitor, but we don't use it much now. In how many hours shall we awaken thee, Poggers? Let's get a nice 12 hours sleep. That's kind of my minimum these days. Pleasant dreams. Arise, Poggers. 'Tis time to continue the quest. I'm famished, I'm starving. Okay, everyone. Relax. Eat some food. And while we're here, I may as well show off how we acquired Dupre's shield and then acquired Dupre's shield. All we had to do was explode that door of the Knight's Test. Does the amount you sleep make a difference? I don't recall if it did. I don't think you necessarily get a full heal from just 1 hour's sleep. Yeah. Plus, you know, with the time passing, definitely, like, people get more hungry. So that would make sense if, like, all of the natural kind of waiting around stuff, like healing, also happened, like, was simulated. So you need this door to actually enter the Knight's Test through the scripted sequence. The game will bug out if you destroy that door. But the game does not bug out if you destroy the other door. Alright, let's see if we can't advance the plot in Fawn a little bit further, because Neko is tired and has not much brain left, and been streaming for an hour. I normally cap out at 2. Oh, did we get anything nice? Oh, storm bread. Don't mind if I do. Where was that lightning point that gave us the enchanted shoes? Okay, here's the wolves. Oh, it's given us a diaper this time. Make no trouble while you're here, yep. Pass.
this guy?
Now I may rest my weary eyes on thy lovely face. Thou art always a welcome sight, Poggers.
Thank you. I had my face commissioned by a good artist. Bye.
Ah! Greetings, visitors. Thanks to the beautiful songs of the bard Iolo, thou hast found favour in our good city.
Thanks. Going to sleep now? Have a good rest, Moody. Thanks for stopping by, and hope you have a good New Year. Has goblet of nourishing infinite blue Gatorade, still picks up bread. Well, it's floor bread. Like, it's free. It's like you enjoy variety or something. Yes.
The lady would welcome thee formally to Fawn. Thou mayest attend her within her throne room at the palace, after noon. Be certain to bring that fellow Iolo with thee. The lady doth wish to confer an honour upon him.
Oh.
An honour. Such an honour.
What time is it? 3:30 p.m. Well, it is technically afternoon now. Will that work? Or will we have to wait an entire day? I am so glad that thou hast come, and thou hast brought the good bard Iolo. Dear Iolo, our subjects have spoken of that fine ballad which thou didst sing. Oh, this is my fave songs from Serpent. It's the it's also the music box from Black Gate on Skara Brae, if I'm not mistaken. Or I think there's multiple music boxes in the game. Yeah. And thy devotion to thy lost wife hath touched our heart. I give thee this white diamond necklace, which thou mayest give to thy beloved when thou dost at last find her. It is a twin to mine own, except that mine is of a more subtle hue.
Thou art too kind, lady. I thank thee, and I shall give it to Gwenno upon our reunion.
This calls for a toast. Hail to beauty!
To beauty!
And to love! Let us drink to the virtues of romance and bliss.
To bliss!
And to good rulers, such as beloved Queen Fawn, who founded our fine society.
Thou must not forget our distant liege, Lady Linda. All hail Lord British and the glory that is Britannia!
Oh my! Do pray. We talked about this. We read the book. Everyone we have talked to since arriving on these shores has casually mentioned how they hate Lord British, Dupre.
Milady, this one is allied with that foul fiend, Beast British.
This is blasphemy. Jarvin, lock that criminal away and call for a speedy trial. Let this intruder be executed, even as Beast British slew our forefathers during his conquest of Sosaria.
Wow. Oh!
There's that wand of detainment. I'd love to get my hand on that.
Oh, mine head.
You really ought to fire Dupre at the earliest opportunity. Put him on the burn list. The companions can't keep their mouths shut for 5 minutes. They really can't. Fucking Dupre, yeah. It's kind of fun that, like, in Blackgate, the companions would occasionally interject during conversation, especially Spark. But they really turned it up to 11 with Serpent Isle. They've always got something they want to say, because the game knows that they can rely on you having those three at pretty much every opportunity, because prophecy demands that you have them.
Alright, what's this scroll all about? Thou art required at the temple for the trial. Alright. Oh, and we got the room key. Like, we're locked in this fancy room, but they've kindly left the room key for us, which we can add to our magic key ring. Sorry about the background noise. Bye. They don't have anything to say about Dupre being locked up right now. Oh, Poppy's got a nice little tucked loaf going. Oh, she does too. I don't know if you can see my shirt. Let's go to the embiggened camera for a moment, because I'm wearing one of my favourite shirts today. I mean, what madman would play this game without Iolo, Dupre, and Shimino? So, my shirt is very reminiscent of Poppy. It's a seal with a cat head, and Poppy, like many other cats, loves to do that thing where she tucks her front paws in, but then she leaves her back legs splayed out like a fishtail. Yeah, it's one of my favourites. Oh, this camera is blurrier than I feel. So, the temple for the trial. Save. We haven't saved in a while because we were trying to trigger things. That should read 20. Camera still looks good? Yeah, but it's weird, Dr. Yasmin. It defaults to this, super high gain but low frame rate setting when I load it up in OBS. If I then go into the OBS settings and just have a look at the camera settings and then say OK, it corrects itself to something that's a little more dim but has a much more fluid frame rate. But I forgot to do that when I started, so it's on this default. You would not have thought that you would be able to double-click on the locked doors there to trigger this, but there you go. I think I remember getting a bit stuck on that step. Until, out of desperation, double-clicking everything, even though it doesn't make sense. Here we go, folks. Trial, which will definitely be fair and balanced. Let it be known that Dupre, companion of Poggers, doth stand accused of treason. In blatant disregard for the law, Dupre hath sought to incite rebellion against Lady Yolinda. Well, we were hoping to incite rebellion, but not for that reason. Worse yet, he doth admit allegiance to that arch-fiend, beast British. Cleanse the temple, execute him! Lady Yolinda, as thou dost rule this city, dost thou wish to conduct the questioning? No. I fear that the witnesses might be tempted to spare my sensibilities, instead of reciting the bare facts. Wouldst thou wish one of thy counsellors to act in thy stead? Let it be so. As most senior of my counsellors, Volden always doth have my best interests at heart. Dost thou accept? Yes. It would be my pleasure to act on the lady's behalf. We shall now hear the evidence against the traitor. A moment. For the purposes of this trial, it has been necessary to admit certain disreputable characters into the city, namely those who belong to the organization called the Fellowship, which doth dare to preach contrary to beauty. I would remind our Fellowship guests that they are here on sufferance, and that they should mind their manners. We shall behave ourselves, my lord. The Fellowship is an enlightened brotherhood, not a group to be feared. We shall see. I called Delphininia to witness before the oracle. God, the fucking Fellowship, yeah. Delphinia, did the accused meet with thee?
Yes, Captain. He came with his accomplice, who was seeking a certain magical leaf.
Aha! And what didst thou conclude from this?
The leaf is known to counteract certain poisons and curses, my lord. So I must conclude that the defendant suffers from some sort of malady.
Perhaps from his association with the beast. How sinister. I have no more questions. Many thanks for thy service, Delphinia. Return to thy seat if thou wilt. I call Leon to witness before the oracle. Thou knowest thy presence here is for testifying only. Thou shalt be returned to thy camp immediately after thou hast answered our questions.
I have no wish to cause disunity in thy city, Captain. I only wish that thou wouldst come to trust me.
Confine thyself to my questions only, please. What contact hast Dupre had with thee?
He came to the Fellowship camp. We spoke privately.
And no doubt the two of you did compare notes concerning the Fellowship blasphemy. Indeed, is not the traitor secretly a confederate of thyself?
I deny the charge of blasphemy. The Fellowship is not an evil doctrine, but is a system of beliefs which bring enlightenment to those who obey.
Enough! Leave our fair city now. I call Dellen to witness before the oracle. Oh, this should be good. Good day, Dellen. The oracle is the other way. What? Oh, forgive me, my lords and ladies. Tell me, Dellen, hast thou ever met the accused? Good day, Volden. Met who? The man standing in that box, right in front of thee. There are several men in this box. Hast thou ever met him? Handsome lad. I do not recall him. Dost thou think he would be a worthy suitor for mine Elisand? I do not think so, Dellen. I renounce any further questions. I thank thee, Dellen. Thou mayest go. And now I would like to call... Dellen, go to thy seat, please. Yes, of course, Captain. I would call the Lady Lalinda to witness before the oracle. Volden, thou dost extend thyself too far. Please bear with me, Zulith. This is for the good of Fawn.
Very well, but there is no reason for the lady to take the stand. She may speak from where she is.
Thou art most gracious, lady, if... I shall make this brief. For the benefit of the oracle, couldst thou recount the scene at which Dupre did invoke the name of the Daemon British?
I seem to recall that we were having a civil conversation. And then, without forewarning, Dupre suddenly burst out with a vile and blasphemous oath.
Dost thou remember his precise words?
To be truthful, the discussion was so distasteful that I quickly put it from my mind. I believe he said, "Curse you all, and the beast British shall drink thy blood."
I thank thee for thy time, Lady Linda. Thou hast spoken fairly as always. I didn't say that.
Given that the weight of evidence seems overwhelming, perhaps we should spare the defendant from further embarrassment.
If the lady doth with it, I shall forbear calling for further testimony. The traitor will surely be convicted based on the facts already presented. Avatar, what dost thou recommend?
We could continue it. It's not going to change anything, but we could see what other witnesses come to be called against us.
I would hear the full weight of the testimony against me, Lady Linda.
Very well. Thou mayest resume, Captain Volden.
I call Ruggs to witness before the oracle.
He's so ugly. Oh my.
Take no hope that thou wilt remain any longer than necessary for thee to speak before the oracle.
I have hope for only one thing, Captain, and that dwells deep within mine heart, as Delphinia knows.
Do not digress. Now, I am told that thou hast been seen speaking with the accused traitor.
Yes, Captain. I asked a favor of him to deliver a document for me.
No doubt a document containing instructions from Leon to his secret ally Dupré. No further questions.
No! 'Twas a letter to my beloved Delphinia.
Return to the camp. I call Clistia to witness before the oracle. Really, Volden. Forgive my presumption, Clistia. As the priestess of beauty, thy powers are absolute within this temple. However, thy certain knowledge concerning this traitor is vital if the oracle is to hear a complete accounting.
I understand. Let me state that I have met Dupré, as well as Poggers, his companion. I found their lack of understanding of beauty appalling.
So they did not seem to have a true appreciation of beauty.
Beauty lies in the eye of the beholder.
Quiet in the temple. Thou wilt not speak unless questioned. Forgive the interruption, Captain Volden. No forgiveness necessary. I thank thee for performing thy duty. And now, priestess, please continue thy witness.
As the priestess of beauty, I must warn all of thee to remain wary of these strangers. They preach doctrines which deny the primacy of beauty. The fellowship is an insidious philosophy which threatens to undermine our common society. I believe that the fellowship is an invention of the beast British, by which he means to destroy us.
Thy vigilance will be our salvation, priestess. Many thanks for responding to mine unusual summons. I call Jorvin to witness before the oracle. Yes, yes. How can I help thee, great captain? I will not detain thee from thy duty overlong, commander. Thou didst meet Dupré and Poggers before. Thou didst apprehend the accused, did thou not?
I love that they still hate the Fellowship, but for totally different reasons, yeah.
I did see them, Captain, even though they did not see me. It is my business to watch strangers. The traitor was a most curious man, and did often enter into buildings where he did not belong. He did open many drawers and barrels without permission. How wouldst thou characterize such behavior?
Peculiar, Lord, almost as if the man were hunting for something.
According to legend, there have been men who have sold their souls to beast British. Such men then scour the world, hoping to find their lost spirits once again. No more questions.
How awful.
I call Gendon to witness before the oracle.
Really are going through everyone, aren't we?
Dost thou recall having met Dupré before? Yes, indeed. He came into the Broken Oar. Most people do, thou knowest. Asked me a great number of questions. About the usual sorts of things, the weather, the goblin threat, and so forth. Not at all, Captain. He had so many questions. He'd ask me about strange objects, such as I had never heard of. They weren't normal items, sir. And so we can plainly see that the accused doth have a most perverted sense of curiosity. Perhaps a weakness gained from associating with the beast. Thou mayest go, Gendon. I call Alisand to witness before the oracle. Alisand, we are told that thou hast often been seen in the company of the accused traitor. What things hath he been asked of thee?
I remember that we spoke of the strange storms and other such things.
Thou art holding back something.
Alisand, beware. The oracle is the instrument of divine truth, and it shall not be mocked.
What did the strangers ask of thee, Alisand? There was a particular item?
Well, yes, mine engagement ring, which was lost.
In fact, the traitor had thy missing jewelry, so the beast hath taught him to steal, using demonic powers, I suspect. I have no further questions. I thank thee.
Don't twist my words.
I call Scots to witness before the oracle. Art thou a follower of this fellowship, Scots?
I'm a geographer, sir, and a sailor. Though I was brought here by the fellowship to study this land, I do not practice their beliefs. Man, the music in Ultima 7 is so good. Yeah, it's totally awesome. However, I see nothing wrong with the fellowship. If anything, it seems that Leon speaks more of the truth than thine own priestess.
Heresy! Leave this temple and never return to our fair city upon pain of death.
And Lord British is no daemon. He's a good man, and hath often commissioned me to create new maps for him.
Jorvin, if that man speaks another word, blast him with thy wand.
Not the wand!
I call Zulith to witness before the oracle. What?
I had not expected to be called to witness, Captain Volden. After all, I serve Lady Yelinda. Much of what I know is confidential.
Yet the course of this trial could affect state security, Chancellor. This man is accused of aiding a daemon to overthrow our city.
I must defer to the lady. I don't see why thou couldst not speak freely, Zulith. I know. If thou art about to reveal some important secret, I shall signal thee by clapping sharply. Then thou shouldst be silent. Very well, Lady Lilinda. Let it be known, therefore, that I have spent much of my recent time following Dupre and his companions about town.
Aha! And what didst thou learn?
Nothing. Dupre was too sharp for me, and spotted me before I could learn much. However, I did see him conferring with Dellen's daughter, and she is a known sympathizer with the Fellowship.
Watch thy words, Zulith, or thou shalt have to reckon with me. I may be old, but I'm mean.
I meant no disrespect. Only everyone knows that the Fellowship is a demonic heresy, and that Alicent has become infatuated with Leon the Preacher.
And so a beast British, who is the force behind the Fellowship heresy, uses Alicent to communicate with agents such as Dupre. No further questions. I have called my last witness, and have presented proof that Dupre is guilty of the crimes with which he is charged. I yield the floor to Priestess Clista.
I thank thee, Captain Volden. We shall recess until tomorrow, and then return to hear Dupre's defence. Dost thou agree with this course of action, Lady Olinda? Oh, why, yes, of course, make it so. Dupre, know that thou mayest defend thyself, or appoint any willing person to speak on thy behalf. Dost thou have a preference?
Yes, I wish my friend, Poggers, the Avatar, to present my case. I have faith that I will be acquitted.
Very well. Poggers shall be thy champion. Guard, please take the defendant to his cell.
What shall I do? Woe is me. Oh, it's just Dupre. We can get another party member.
So let's see. We basically just have to wait till tomorrow. And I'm hoping Alicent will have something for me. But we could possibly check in on the cell and just taunt Dupre. Oh, there she is. Poggers, I have discovered where thy companion Dupre is being held. Yet I know I was going there. He's directly beneath the temple, in a locked cell. Oh, different cell. Okay. One of the temple guards is sympathetic to our cause. He hath given me this key, which will lead thee into the hidden parts of the temple. If thou dost explore the temple tonight, I can arrange for the guards to be absent. Now, I must go, before Zulith doth see me speaking with thee. Okay, we've got his key. And yeah, he's not in these ones. Okay. Also, I want to show off something here, which is relevant to my constant search for glitchiness in this game, like ways we can possibly creatively use the game mechanics. That one's locked. You grab this bucket here. Oh, come on. And this bucket here. And this bucket here. Should do it. Oh, don't sleep on the straw, Avatar. Just... there we go. So you'll notice that this area is the basement area of the temple grounds, or the bathhouse, or whatever it is. And we walk up these stairs to get back up here. And some of you may already have noticed that that's basically not actually real stairs, because the Ultima 7 engine really only does the 2 floors, 3 if you're being really lucky. And this is actually a graphic of a stairs that you walk down and you get teleported to an area far outside the game world. And there's another teleporter on the top stair there. But what this means is, I'm currently standing on like the 3rd step. The avatar is 4 units high. I should have my head poking through the ceiling right now. But I'm not. So there's actually there's no roof to this area. And I feel like if I was really clever and I had a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah, if I did one more, surely we have like something we can stack. There's that book. Maybe Dupre has all the interesting stuff. I had a bunch of fish earlier, but I think we ate some of it. Bread, currency, blah blah. What if we took that? Can we stand on the chair? We can. But no, it's going to be too fiddly. But take my word for it that I could probably climb up on top of the wall here. And not all of the basement areas are like this. In particular, there's the Royal Treasury here in Fawn. And I was kind of disappointed to learn that that one is a room that's only 5 units high, and it does have a proper ceiling on it. Because if it weren't for that fact, I could get past this door and then loot all of the delicious treasures over here. But we can't. That one teleports us as soon as we step on the lowest step. If I could do that, and I could get that treasure, it would mean we could skip a large portion of game, because that's where we get the Serpent scale armor. So, what's this? Donations welcome. Donations welcome. No, I don't think I will. That door's locked. That door's also locked. Oh, there's a velvet rope here. Does our key work? It does. Ooh, some gems. Don't mind if I do. Again, we really have no need of money now. We've got an almost full spellbook. Here, just hold on to some of this stuff. Oh, also, we got these gauntlets. We didn't give them to anyone yet. Who is needing gauntlets? There you go. Have some magic gauntlets instead. Wow, what a nice dungeon. They've left the corpses there and everything. He has some food, at least. How you doing, Dupre? Well, can we free him? Like, will this key work to release him? We don't have that key. And we can't lockpick it. Oh well, Dupre, I guess you're stuck here and you'll just have to face your execution tomorrow. What's this switch do?
Ah, 'tis thee. Clistia, the levers have been set, and the traitor's fate is sealed. Wait, thou art not Clistia? So, thou hast found out our little scheme, hast thou? I'm certain thou hast help from thy companions to come this far, girl. Of course, I can never allow thee to leave this chamber alive. You and what army? Dead. Did he have anything good on him? No, just a sword. A decorative sword as well. So, the levers have been set, and the traitor's fate is sealed. What do they do? Ow. That hurt us. What about this one? It's jammed. That exploded. Ow. Please, Master, stop. We're still alive. What does this last lever do? What dost thou wish, Master? What's the revelation? There will be a grand trial soon. At the end of the proceedings, I shall proclaim the verdict. I have been told to say the following. Dupre is guilty of associating with daemons to destroy our beauty. The fiend, Poggers, is also guilty. Such offence to beauty cannot go unpunished. The stain of their presence must be washed away with their blood. You know what they say? Never bring a decorative sword to a gunfight. Yeah. Well, that seems fairly normal. That seems just and reasonable. Although we could change the revelation, I suppose, if we wanted to. I shall proclaim whatever thou dost instruct me to proclaim. What dost thou wish me to say regarding the accused traitor, Master? The trial is corrupted. I will say that the trial is corrupted, and I shall denounce the true traitors. I have waited many years for this moment. I thank thee, Master. Many years, you say? I have been the prisoner of the great captains for many generations, stranger. I do not know who thou art, but I am glad thou hast come. At last I can speak the truth. Also, can you say that Poggers deserves a lot of money and a pony? Thanks. Good news, Dupre. I'm going to be declared innocent. You, unfortunately, will still be executed. Oh, hang about. This is one of those rooms I was mentioning. Like, it doesn't have a roof. We could probably actually spring Dupre if we were really sneaky about it and brought a lot of items to build a bridge out of. Not a bridge, staircase. Words are hard. Neko is tired. So what's behind this door? Corp. It's not on the keyring. Okay, and we can't get into the trial ourselves. No. We don't have that key. Okay. I guess there's nothing else for it but to wait for tomorrow and the trial. And enjoy this nice free room at the inn that they've provided us. So if we sleep for, I don't know, 12 hours. In how many hours shall we awaken thee, Poggers? Pleasant dreams. Now, is everyone starving? Time is up. 3 a.m. 5 more minutes. Yeah. The entire trial will wait for us to arrive. Arise, Poggers. 'Tis time to continue the quest.
Pop's on the move. Oh, I forgot to save again. But this is fine. If we wanted to, we could restore the save and experiment to see what the other verdicts would be, but I'm tired, and we can wrap this up soon. Where is the Priestess of Beauty? And where is Great Captain Volden? Where indeed? I am not sure, thy ladyship, nor is Jorvin to be found. It is most improper that neither Volden nor Clister are here, but I shall not have justice detained. I shall continue in Clister's place. All hail the Lady Linda, who hath condescended to conduct this portion of the trial in person. So hailed. Dupre's representative, Poggers, shall now present the facts to defend his friend. His friend? I'm a female automaton, thank you very much. Poggers, thou mayest call upon any citizen present in the temple, and mayst ask any questions pertinent to this case. Excuse me, great lady, but I must address a point of order. Since the Fellowship troublemakers were so disagreeable in our earlier meeting, they have been excluded from this section of the trial. Yes, anyone who might like me is excluded. Whomst wouldst thou care to call before the oracle? Wow, we actually get to call a lot of people. I don't think I want to call everyone here, just to spare my voice. In fact, let's just have a quick drink. Hello, puppy. Want to watch the rest of the trial? But let's call the Lady Yolinda. I call Yolinda to witness before the oracle. Oh, she actually comes down this time. I shall answer thy questions, Poggers, for the sake of the oracle, but do not try my patience. So, tell me about the character of the accused. This is a wild man, full of passions and lusts. I can feel his eyes on me now. That's normal. What do you know about daemons? There is no doubt that Daemon British exists. I've seen the records left by previous generations. The beast did conquer all of Caesarea, and did force the Fawnese to flee into the sea. How cruel! I've always hated the beast, and I always shall. And what were Dupre's exact words again? Something about drinking your blood? The stairs have no handrails. Very dangerous, yeah. I do not remember every word uttered in my presence, Poggers.
These were mine exact words, lady. All hail Lord British and the glory that is Britannia.
You're not doing yourself any favours, Dupre. Beauty forbid, thou hast spouted the blasphemy again. I cannot bear this.
Whom wouldst thou care to come towards the oracle? You, Zulith. I call Zulith to witness before the oracle. That's me. Okay. Ask thy questions, Avatar. However, I shall reserve the right to silence.
And yet she's still smiling. After all, I am the custodian of Lady Yolinda's confidential matters. You were following me. As I stated in the earlier session of these proceedings, Dupre was too sharp for me. However, I did see him conferring with Dellen's daughter, and she is a known sympathizer with the Fellowship.
My daughter is not on trial here, Chancellor.
Well, I suppose not. No further questions. Who else could we call? Delphinia, I guess. Hail to beauty and the omnipotence of the oracle. I shall answer thy questions truthfully, Avatar. Of what can I tell thee? The character of the accused? This man drinks far too much, and his health will surely suffer for this some day. He's also a bit of a braggart, and he doth think himself a ladies' man.
He did try to steal a kiss from me. Dupre doth have an evil heart. I'd not be surprised if he were in the service of Daemons. Yeah, that's true. And Daemonism itself? I do believe in Daemons. There is much evil in this world, and I do not believe that we cause it of ourselves. Our ancestors did beat the British by escaping to this land. Is it so incredible that the Daemon would want revenge? This is a fair characterization, yeah. I mean, Dupre works for me, so yeah, he consorts with Daemons. We should be very afraid, all of us. Mm-hmm. Who else? Not going to get much out of Delin. How about Garth? He seems a friendly sort. Question me. I am ready. On what subject dost thou desire information? The character of the accused? I have met him face to face, and I find Boyden to be... No, the character of the accused, man. I have met him face to face, and I find Boyden to be the most surely disrespectful man I have ever seen. He offends me with every breath that comes out of his ugly face. Captain, thou art confused. 'Tis Dupre on trial, not Boyden. Why, thou art right, Sylar. Nevertheless, I stand by my sworn testimony. I may be drunk, but I'm not stupid. What do you know about Daemonism? Lest anyone be confused, let me state unequivocally that Daemons exist. Evil is real. The tale of our forefathers about Daemon King named British, and the lands he stole in the name of virtue, are literally true. Lastly, I have absolute faith in the Priestess of Beauty, wherever she may be. She is too beautiful to be wrong. Oh. Feeling peckish. Busy streaming right now, but maybe later? I'm Chromecasting, so there's a 10-second delay between what I react to and my message coming up on screen. Oh, that's kind of normal for Twitch, Stardrop. 10 seconds is a good day, really, for Twitch. If you turn off the low latency mode for the better bandwidth, I've seen it go up to 45 seconds. It's just down to the nature of how Twitch does its massive distribution of video data across the world. Honestly, I think we're done. I don't think anyone else here is going to help us out. Maybe Olon? I call Olon to witness before the Oracle. Hail to Lady Elinda! Hail to the Oracle! Hail to everyone! I am afraid he has been drinking. I drinks to forget my plain, innkeeper. Go ahead, Avatar. Ask me thy questions. Character of the accused? I love that man! Dupre, sing that drinking song thou didst teach me. The one about all the young ladies? I don't think that would be advisable. I have my lute with me. If all the young ladies were bricks in a pile, I'd be a mason and lay them in style. Roll thy leg over, roll thy leg over. Zounds, man! In the earshot of Lady Elinda, hast thou no decency? Yeah, we're done here. I yield the floor to her graciousness, the Lady Elinda. Both sides have stated their facts and called their witnesses. Let it not be said that there is no justice in Fawn. Now, before the face of beauty, I call for a verdict upon Dupre. Dupre is innocent. Set him and his companions free. The true criminals are Priestess Callista and Great Captain Volden, who have conspired to convict this innocent man. Dupre, we have wronged thee. There is nothing I can do to erase our shame, but I would be pleased if thou wouldst accept a token of our regret. Here is the crystal rose of love. Also, the Avatar Poggers should get some money and a pony. We've captured the false-hearted traitor, Lady Linda. Callista is in chains, and Great Captain Volden hath been found dead, mysteriously. Thou hast acted correct, Jorvin. The oracle hath just denounced them. The priestess of beauty hath confessed to me that she and great Captain Volden were united in an evil conspiracy. By use of secret levers, they dared to control the utterings of our secret oracle. Only by the actions of the brave poggers hath the oracle been freed to utter the truth. Who knows how long this deception has been practiced? Have the citizens of Fawn always been the victims of the great captains and the priestess? I did mistrust thy words previously, Elsand, but now that Callista hath confessed, I know not what to believe. Such perfidy makes my blood run cold. Have the priestess jailed until I decide what fate she deserves. As for Volden's death, that saves me the trouble of having him executed. Praise the deed. I am sorry that we have delayed thee in thy quest, Dupre. Please forgive us. Thou mayest leave Fawn freely, and be assured of a warm welcome if thou shouldst return. Thou hast shown me that I have much to learn about being a ruler, and I thank thee. Guards, release Dupre! And the other people in that box. Okay, cool. So I think... yeah, you can set the levers also to just be announce that we're innocent, but don't reveal that the trial is corrupt. And you'll get different dialogue there. And I'm not sure actually about Volden, because he does attack you immediately, but it's not like we couldn't just tank his blows a bit and like just see that he's still alive, even though we pull the lever to release the thing. Like, it would be a bit weird just leaving him in that room while we go and get him proclaimed guilty. This makes no sense. Dupre still said what he said. They asked the statue. Statue said innocent. It's an open and shut case, Stardrop. So yeah, it would be interesting to see if not killing Volden would still result in him being found dead or something, I don't know. Can't talk to the Oracle? No. But that's... we're done with Fawn there. We've got the MacGuffin that we needed. Is it in Dupre's? Oh, it's in his hand. The Crystal Rose of Wove. Yeah, you know what? Don't grab that yourself. I want that. So with that, we've got the 3 items we would need to get through the swamp. But what I actually want to do is, next stream anyway, bypass the swamp. And we'll just pretend that we did the dream world, and we'll come back to it later. Because one issue that arises with me being the automaton Petra is that I can't cast the wonderful spell Serpent Bond while I'm in this form. And Serpent Bond has many, many fun things we can do with it, including smuggle items out of the dream world. So we'll do that later once we've reverted to our normal avatar form. It's more that the Oracle telling them they were wrong, and they care about the Oracle's word more than anything. I mean, they would still have some reservations about the Beast British. Like, it would be difficult for them to get over that whole chapter of their history, I think. But yeah, Oracle says free, then it's free. And that'll do it for now. Thank you so much for being here. End of stream 20, actually. Shall we go find someone to raid? Let me just put the camera back on Poppy because she's cute. No, I'm not. No. Let's go get Poppy lots of treats and everything. I can't angle this down further than that. Well, she's gone off to demand more biscuits from me. Good stream, Neko. Thank you, Dr. Yasmin, and thank you again for raiding earlier. Very kind, and everyone please check out Dr. Yasmin. I shall have to do so myself as well. Potato.
Thank you, Clement. I wonder if... Thank you, Stardrop, for redeeming I Eat Your Coins. These are some gold coins, which are the channel points here. And Twitch has delivered the channel points to me, such that I can consume them in front of you. Let's put the cat on. Oh, look at her little head poking in, yes. That's catty. Yummy, delicious channel points. If I can just get it open. I'll give you some stacks in a moment, Poppy. We're just winding up the stream now. Hope you're going to eat 1,000 of them. Well, I'll eat one of them on camera, and you'll just have to trust me that the remaining 999 will be eaten. Thank you. Thank you for the redeem. So let's do our last December raid. Let's see if there's any fun people streaming DOS things. Tonda's streaming retro. What kind of retro? Some December favorites and randoms. Okay, this, I'm sure this is good. Some random DOS game favorites from Tondagosa. Let's go say hi. So this is where we will end up if you don't get taken along with the raid, which has been happening occasionally with Twitch. Here's a raid call you can use if you like. Tondagosa is quite lovely and another part of the retro community. I'm sure you've either know of them already, but if you don't, come along with raid, say hi. And I do this one now. Yes. So yeah, thanks so much everyone for being here. I'm amazed that I actually managed to last the full 2 hours. I was so tired. I could do with a nap now, I think. I will see you here again next week. Same Neko time, same Neko channel. And yeah, have a good week. And have a good new year, everyone. Goodbye.